Hello students, welcome back to my class. And today we'll be doing William Wordsworth's very famous poem, The Solitary Reaper. But before I begin the poem, I would like to give you a brief introduction about the poet. Wordsworth was born in 1770 in the Lake District of England and he died in 1850. Wordsworth focused on nature, children, the poor people, the common people, and used very ordinary words to express his feelings. He was a major English romantic poet who helped to launch the Romantic age in English literature that was known as Romanticism. Now, Romanticism was the movement which focused on imagination and feelings instead of reason, which was followed by the neoclassists. Now, he was one of the pioneers of romantic movement along with Samuel Taylor Coleridge. And he believed that the poetry should be written in a common people's language, using ordinary words to express the feelings. Now let me give you the introduction to the poem. The Solitary Reaper. It is the poem. In this poem, the poet narrates a short story. The poems that narrate a short story is known as ballet. Ballet is the kind of a poem which narrates a short story and an incident. He comes across a girl who is alone cutting crops. He can hear the sound of a song in the entire valley. Actually, he was inspired to write this poem when he was on a tour to Scotland with his sister. So, when he listens to the song, he is so impressed by the song that he compares her singing to that of the birds and says that although he cannot understand her song, he finds it to be enchanting. Actually, this girl is singing in a Scottish language and it is not in English, and he does not understand the language of the girl. But he says that he was so enchanted by the song that this song remained in his mind till a long time. That he was so impressed by the song, he was so enchanted by the song that it remained with him throughout his life. The theme of the poem is that beautiful moments or things can give you pleasure and uplift your mood for a lifetime. कि कोई भी खूबसूरत चीज़ या कोई खूबसूरत मोमेंट आपको जीवन भर के लिए खुशी दे सकता है. इट गिव्स यू प्लेजर एंड अपलिफ्ट्स योर मूड. आपके मूड को एकदम अच्छा कर देता है. जब भी कभी आप उस मोमेंट को याद करते हैं तो आप एकदम तरोताज़ा हो जाते हैं. दिस इज़ वॉट ही इज़ ट्राइंग टू कन्वे. नाउ वी विल go through the poem explanation and also the literary devices. First we'll take the first stanza. Behold her single in the field, yon solitary highland lass, reaping and singing by herself, stop here or gently pass. Alone she cuts and binds the grain, and sings her melancholy strain. Oh listen, for the vale profound is overflowing with the sound. Now here, this poet is addressing and is saying to behold. Behold means to see or to look. कि देखो उसको. So he is actually asking the reader to look at the girl. Single in the field, yon solitary highland lass. Yon is yonder. Yonder is over there. वहाँ पर. There. It is yonder. YONDER. It is a short form of yonder. So he says this is yon solitary highland less. Solitary over here means alone, single. She's single and alone. So she is singing, or she's alone in the field and she's cutting the grass, the corn or the crops. She's the Highland lass. Now Highland is lass is the girl who lives in Highlands. Highlands is the mountainous region of Scotland. Now Scotland is divided into two parts, Highland and the Lowlands, and this girl belongs to the Highland. Reaping and singing by herself. Reaping means cutting down and gathering a crop such as corn or rice. अब ये कौन सी क्रॉप वो गैदर कर रही है, हार्वेस्ट कर रही है, कौन सी फसल काट रही है, हमको इसका मेंशन नहीं है कि क्या चीज़ वो काट रही है, पर हमें इतना पता है दैट शी इज़ रीपिंग, कि वो फसल काट रही है. एंड सिंगिंग बाय हर सेल्फ. सो ये सेइंग द poet, he's asking the reader to look at the girl. The girl, कौन सी लड़की को देखना है? The girl who is single in the field and she is reaping and singing by herself. Now he also tells the passerby to stop here or gently pass, कि या तो रुक जाओ या फिर बहुत धीरे से पास गुजरो यहाँ से. Why? Because he does not want to disturb this girl who is singing. Alone she cuts and binds the grain and sings a melancholy strain. Melancholy means sad. Strain means song. So melancholy strain is a sad song. Now, he's saying that she is singing a very sad song. And he sings, "Oh listen, for the vale profound is overflowing with the sound." कि देखो, सुनो उसको, कि जो वेल profound, वेल is valley, profound is deep. So what is veil profound? Veil profound is deep valley. So listen that this deep valley is overflowing with the sound. ये hyperbole है, यानी this is a figure of speech जो कि exaggerate करता है. तो वो कहते हैं कि देखो, सुनो अब उस गाने को, क्योंकि उसका गाना जो है वो पूरी जो वैली है उसको पूरा ओवरफ्लो कर रहा है, कि पूरी वैली, पूरी घाटी उस गाने से गूंज रही है. नाउ हियर बिकॉज ही इज़ एग्जैजरेटिंग. वैसे अगर देखो तो इतनी ज़ोर से वो लड़की नहीं गा सकती है कि पूरी वैली में उसी का गाना गूंजे, कि लाउड स्पीकर हो या कुछ हो जैसे वो गाना गूंजे. बट हियर ही इज़ एक्चुअली एक्सप्रेसिंग दैट हाउ what impact is it has on him, and he feels that the whole valley is overflowing with that sound. So this much, though he does not understand the song, but he knows that this is a sad song. So he says that listen, this vale profound, this deep valley is overflowing with the sound of this girl. Now what are the literary devices which we have seen? Now let's see. Excuse me. Now we said let's look at the rhyme scheme. Rhyme scheme is the last words like field, lass. The field is a, then lass, herself, pass. Now if we give field A, then lass is B, then herself, then pass A B C A B A B, then C D C D. That is grain and strain are rhyming, and profound and sound is rhyming. So this stanza is of 8 lines. So lass and pass, this is showing that this is B. So rhyme scheme is that field is not going with herself. Okay, grain and strain is matching, this is C, and profound and sound is matching, this is D. So we have AB, though AB is not very clear over here because A and C is actually not rhyming. So in these 8 lines we find that 6 lines are rhyming, but 2 of the rhyming lines are not rhyming. So this is the rhyme scheme of this stanza. If we say line number 1, 2, 3, 4, all this we say line number 1 is A, line number 2 is B, line number 3 is again A, and then B. Then C, grain and strain is C and C, and then D, profound and sound is D. Now another literary device we have is apostrophe. What is apostrophe? Apostrophe is the address. You address somebody. He says beholder कि देखो, उसको देखो. तो क्या कर रहा है? वो संबोधित कर रहा है. तो apostrophe is संबोधित करना. So behold her single in the field. So this is the literary device of apostrophe. Apostrophe, I hope you have understood. Then we have consonance. Now consonance is the repetition of consonant sounds. You have vowel sounds and consonant sounds. So consonance is the repetition of the consonant sounds. So we have like the LL, beholder, single, in the field. This is sound of L. L we have. Then we says L, behold, single, field, solitary, highland, less. In all these words we have L, 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 L. And then we have gently, pass, alone, then melancholy, listen, wail, overflowing with the sound. So here the sound of L is very prominent. So in this we have consonants. Then assonance. Assonance is the repetition of the sound, the vowel sound. Now you try to read it. Which vowel sound is most prominent? Here he says like O, behold, then yawn, solitary, stop, alone, melancholy, O, profound, overflowing with the sound. So here the repetition of the vowel sound O. So I hope you have understood this first stanza, and in my next session I'll be taking up the second stanza. So till then, stay happy, stay healthy, and study well.